So as I was just saying before, we do like to visit day tickets a couple of times a year. Today you're joining me over Chigborough Lakes in Malden, which is local to me where I live. And I actually haven't caught a carp yet this year. It's late May 2018 and it's just been such a busy year so far. We came out of show season, we've been really busy behind the scenes getting our surge launch ready, which went out in April this year. And to be honest, it's just been all steam ahead. So today is the first opportunity I've had to go out fishing. I'm going to be using all sorts of tactics today to try and bag myself one. I've got a rod out at the moment on the deck where I've seen a few fish in the area. I have got 2 other rods with me as well. So I'm fully equipped for a bit of surface fishing, a bit of stalking. I'm going to keep really mobile. I've only got 1 small rucksack, an unhooking mat and a couple of rods and a net. That's all I've got. So let's see how we get on today and I'll update you in due course. Got 1 little rod in where we've seen a bit of activity so far. It's absolutely sheeting up. I've just put the rod in and it's still going. So 1 little stalking rod, handful of bait, hook bait that's hard on the deck. Sit back, give it 10-15 minutes and watch to see what's going on. Don't get a pick up, then we'll move on, make the most of our time, move on, try and make something else happen. Well, I thought there'd be a bit of an opportunity there to quickly nick a bite, but I think in hindsight the bubbling I'm seeing is either tench, bream, possibly a bit of oxygen mixed in there as well. So without wasting too much more time, I've given it a good half an hour now and I've been to check the other spots that I've primed earlier, but I don't think they're visiting the spots just yet. So the sun has now come up, so it's a bit warmer. I've just set a rod up for fishing on the top and I've got my other little rod set up ready to fish in the edge with. So I think the best idea for me now is to get on the move, walk round the next little lake, which is Scraly Mere, have a look at the May Lake as well, try and stumble across some fish that are up in the upper layers, try and get a few going on top and hopefully bag one that way. So I'll catch up with you in a little while. Been for a walk round Scraly Mere, which is one of the other waters around the back. Absolutely covered in weed. We only saw 1 fish there, so we've crept back onto the May Lake. Gone through a few swims to have a look. Just arrived at one, picked out a couple of mixes, and I've seen a couple of fish come out of the bush. Anyway, they've come out and they've taken a few now, so I'm just setting up to put a controller on. Get out to a couple. Trish just taking a few mixes out there while I'm doing this bit of setup. So yeah, hopefully give it a go. See what happens. captures our first carp of the year. How about that? First carp of the year. Lovely, probably scrape a £20 common, taken just off the edge of the bush. That's why I love coming to these day tickets a couple of times a year to get a bend in the rod and catch fish like this. Hopefully, it's only approaching 12 o'clock, so we've got plenty more time. Hopefully a few more. Let's have another one. So there you go, just caught my first carp of the year. It's only May, so nice and early. I was really happy with how that just sort of went. Sort of walked into a swim. We're on the May Lake now. Saw a couple of fish just milling around by a bush, pinged out a couple of mixers and managed to get them both going, taken really confidently straight away, to be honest. It took a few casts to get in the right position, but as soon as it wasn't long before it came up and took my hook bait. Played it in. Didn't think it was that big, to be honest, the whole way I was playing it in, and even when I netted it, but you could quite clearly see when it was on the mat that it was probably a scraper 20. I mean, all fish do look quite big up against me, to be honest, because I'm only a short guy. So yeah, but so I think the swim at the moment, I'm just sitting here pinging a few mixers out. I think we're going to give it another 10 to 20 minutes. If they do return after the disturbance, then obviously give it another go fishing for them. If not, we're going to up sticks and have a stroll along the path, pop into a few more swims and see if we can find some more fish.
Surprised how many fish are getting this little bit actually.
Yeah, there's been a lot.
Yeah.
Should have caught one by now, put it that way. Beautiful. We're on low. Nice.
Oh, that's a sick angle.
How about that for number 2? Taking a little while longer to get this one, and as you can see, it's now raining, the sun's gone in, conditions have changed quite some, but we're having fun, so I'm going to carry on. Still got a few hours left of the day, hopefully to bag another one of these nice beautiful commons. So just a quick little update for the camera before we get on the move. We've been in this swim for a few hours now, and it seems like the fish have moved out after the disturbance from that one I caught earlier. We've sat it out for as long as possible, but they've just not come back. So it's definitely time to get on the move again and try and find another group of fish somewhere to get feed in. I have managed to put a bottom rod out, which did produce a tench. Not really complaining because I don't really mind what comes along, to be fair. It's a nice bit of action on a day's fishing like this. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to get round, get packed up, whip that rod in, see if we can find some more fish and see if we can nick one last one before we go home. Well, just had a walk around from where we was earlier. Unfortunately on the way I haven't stumbled across any more groups of fish. I've seen the odd one here and there taking a bit of scum off the top, possibly an odd mixer, but nothing substantial enough to stop and to try and fish for them basically. So I've gone with plan B. I've come round back onto where I started this morning on the Haybridge Mere, and in the past it's had some really good form for just dropping on and fishing really close quarters. So knocked up a little bit of my in the edge mix, if you like, which is just crumb boilie. Oh, I've just seen one over your shoulder there, just flop out. Anyway, so I've just put together this little mix, which is crumb boilie and small micro pellets. This lake in particular is really tree lined, so there's like small little gaps in the trees where I can creep one rod if I see anything that's worth putting a rod on. So for the last hour or so of this session, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be up and down this track behind me, putting in bits of bait here and there, and constantly going back and checking them. If I see anything that's worth angling for, if I can see that there's fish feeding on the spots and eating the bait, then I will. If not, catch me on the next diary video. Like I said, I don't really get many days like this, so you will be joining me on my syndicate water. But I hope you'd enjoyed watching. I've really enjoyed filming it, and I've really enjoyed being out on a nice little day ticket trip like this. So if I don't have another one this evening, I'll see you on the next one, and cheers for watching.
Look.